All right, Oscar, you're gonna have to be quiet, okay, Shawty? Don't just be thinking about them kids, okay? Because I ain't thinking about you. Okay, that was the slowest sip ever. What up, peeps? It's Gabe, and I am coming with my very first story time video, okay? I have been hinting around, asking peeps on Snapchat if they want to see story times, and you guys said yes like months ago. So forgive me for being late, but I'm here now. Before I get started, let me tell y'all that there are some kids right outside here on my street running amok, okay? So if you hear them running back and forth, I am so sorry. And I told Oscar he needs to get his life, so hopefully he will not be barking at them. Okay, so before I get into the story, I want to take some time and tell you guys that I have teamed up with Audible, and you guys know that I love my Audible. They have an unmatched selection of audiobooks, original shows, comedy, and more. So if you want to listen to it, Audible has it. And you know, audiobooks are great because you can listen to them whenever, wherever. I like to listen to them when I'm doing my hair, or if I'm driving, or if I'm just laying down relaxing, cleaning the house. Like, it definitely comes in handy. Audible is offering a free audiobook with a 30-day trial if you go to audible.com/fix, and all you have to do is select a title, download it, and start listening. It is that easy. Recently I've been listening to the Magnolia story. I don't know, you guys probably can't see that, but it's by Chip and Joanna Gaines from Fixer Upper, and it's actually a really good book. I love it because like both of them wrote the book, so they're, you know, going back and forth reading it to you. So it's really cool. I'm definitely enjoying the book, so make sure you go and try it out at audible.com/fix. Okay, I want to tell you guys about the time I was fired. Yes, I got fired from my very first job. Ain't that embarrassing, y'all? Who gets fired from their first job? Like, really, who gets fired from their first job? So it was technically my first job because this was like my first job at an actual corporation. I had done like babysitting gigs before and like babysat through the summer and stuff like that, but this was like my for real first job. So let me take you on back to September of 1994, I believe. Ooh, I am dating myself, but I was a freshman in high school, and I had this friend. I'm gonna call her Cece. So Cece and I were really good friends, and she was telling me about this place we could go and we can get a job and we could bag groceries at Kroger. So she was like, I want to go and get a job bagging groceries, like they're hiring so many people right now, let's go. So I had to convince my mother, first of all, to let me have a job, because she was all about, you don't need to be working while you're in school because you need to be focusing on your studies, which I definitely appreciate because I didn't have to work while I was in school, but I wanted a job so bad because Cece was getting a job at Kroger. And I was like, Mom, I gotta work with Cece at Kroger. Like, they hiring, let me try it out. So after I convinced her to let me try this job, I got hired, y'all. September 4th, 1994. I really don't even know why I remember that date, but I remember that date because I was only there for like 20 days. No lie. So we get the job, we get trained, all that good stuff. So, you know, fast forward, we are scheduled to work together. Now, I need to back up and tell you that my mom was kind of not leery of Cece, but she just kind of felt like she might not have been the best influence. So, you know, she kind of wanted me to watch my back, make sure I was doing what I needed to be doing and not just following after someone else. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mom. You don't ever want your kids to just be a follower. You want them to be leaders. So I remember this day because it was very slow. It was like a Tuesday, and we were baggers for groceries. And then when there were no, you know, people going through the lines, the checkout lines, we had the task of going outside and getting the carts and bringing them inside. It was dead on the inside, dead on the outside. So Cece and I were together, and we were like, well, let's just go outside and see if there are any carts to, you know, corral and bring back in. So we go outside, and there are like 3 carts outside. Like that's it. So we get 3 carts and we bring them in, and then there are still no people going through checking out their groceries. So we're just kind of hanging around, sitting around, which is typical when you really don't have anything else to do. So we were like, well, we'll just kind of go outside and hang out for a minute. This was like before everybody was walking around with a cell phone or whatnot. So we decided to just go right outside and sit on the salt. You guys know, like the salt for the water softeners. So we were like, okay, we'll just sit on the salt and kind of hang out for a minute and make sure that we'll be on it once a cart comes out. Not even 5 minutes goes by, like no lie, it was probably maybe 2 minutes. We're out there, we're sitting out there, we're talking on the salt. Around the corner walks our boss. Oh, I remember this because I was like, oh crap, he gonna have something to say. He walks out and he's like, well, so what are you guys doing? So we explained the situation, that it was dead. We came out here, we got the carts, and there are no more carts out there, so we're just kind of hanging out waiting for something to do. And he was like, oh, okay. Well, have you ever heard of theft of time? And I'm looking at Cece and she's looking at me and I'm like, not really. I mean, we were like 14. And so he goes, well, theft of time is when you are on the clock but you're not actually working, so that's not going to be good. Why don't we make this your last day working here? Could you imagine somebody telling you that at 14 on your first job? Y'all, let me sip some of this tea. I don't even remember if I was sad or if I was angry. I think I might have cried because I was like, I'm so sorry. Like we're doing our job, but there's really nothing for us to do. We were kind of just waiting. Like we were trying to explain ourselves so many times. Like it was crazy, but he was not having it. He was just like, this is going to be your last day. Thanks and goodbye. I was like, what? I don't get a warning, like I don't get anything. And Indiana is a state, what is it? Is it no fault or no question? I don't remember what it's called, but it's where you can get fired for whatever reason. Like, don't even have to tell you why. So, y'all, I could not believe it. I could not believe it. I was so excited to have this job. So excited. And then just like that, it was gone. Theft of time. What exactly is time theft? Time theft at work occurs when an employee accepts pay from their employer from work that they have not actually done, or for time they have not actually put into doing their work. So I mean, if you look at the definition, technically we weren't working at the moment, but it was only like 2 minutes of dead time. We had just went out there and brought the carts in and we were like, let's just take a little, sit down and then we'll get up in a minute. Yeah, I believe I was devastated. I can't even remember exactly my emotions at the time, but looking at it now, I'm pretty sure I was devastated because I don't get fired. I don't even get in trouble. Like at that time, my mom had been a deputy for like 13 years of my life. I was like, miss, I don't disobey the law, so I'm definitely not about to be thieving time. Like, come on. Yeah, it was so crazy. So that's my story, and I know that it's not like extra juicy, but I thought that it was a funny story, at least something for me to start off with in my, story time series. I may try to do these if you like them more often. I mean, I have some crazy stories, but everything ain't for YouTube. But there are some things that I might be able to share with y'all. So if you like these types of videos, make sure you thumbs up and let me know. And yeah, also let me know in the comments below, have you ever been fired from a job? And if you have, what happened? Tell me the story. I would love to hear about it. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know what to do. Leave them down below. Also, if this is your first time watching, welcome to the Gabe Fix. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can keep up with me. And if you like daily vlogs, you can also check out my vlog channel with my family, GabeBabeTV. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.